The jujube tree, Ziziphus jujuba, is one of those plants that seem to belong to a suspended time. It lacks the majesty of oaks and the fame of olive trees, yet it runs through Mediterranean history with surprising persistence. Its origins lie in Asia, in the arid regions of northern China, where it was cultivated more than 4,000 years ago. From there, following trade routes and cultural exchanges, it reached the Middle East and eventually the Roman world, which welcomed it with the curiosity of a civilization eager for botanical novelties. The Romans called it ziziphum and considered it a pleasant, nourishing fruit, capable of withstanding drought better than many other species. When the jujube arrived in Italy, it found a favorable climate and welcoming soil. It was not a demanding plant. It tolerated heat, wind, and scarce water. Its deep roots allowed it to anchor itself in poor soils, and its hermaphroditic flowers, capable of self-pollination, ensured fruiting even in the absence of pollinating insects. This independence made it valuable in rural landscapes, where every plant had to justify its place. The jujube did not offer abundant harvests, but it offered reliable ones. And in a fragile agricultural world, reliability was worth more than abundance. During the Middle Ages, the tree found its way into monastic gardens, small botanical laboratories where monks cultivated plants useful for medicine, cooking, and daily life. The jujube was appreciated for its fruits, eaten fresh or dried, and for its therapeutic properties. Jujubes were considered soothing and mildly sedative, helpful in calming coughs and easing throat irritation. Medieval herbal text described them as sweet and moist fruits, suitable for balancing excess bodily heat according to humoral theory. They were not powerful remedies, but they were dependable ones, and that was enough. In the countryside, the jujube became a familiar presence. It grew near houses, along field edges, beside paths. It required little care and offered its fruits just as summer faded and autumn began to arrive. The small, glossy jujubes were gathered by children like natural candies. Adults dried them or soaked them to make infusions and decoctions. In some regions, especially in northern Italy, a tradition emerged of preparing an extraordinarily sweet, almost syrupy drink, the famous brodo di jujube. It was not an everyday beverage, but a small luxury reserved for special occasions, important guests, moments worth celebrating. It was this exceptional sweetness that became a metaphor. The expression "andar in brodo di jujube," literally to go into jujube broth, entered popular language to describe a state of complete, overflowing happiness, almost childlike in its intensity. A joy not just felt emotionally, but physically, like a warmth rising inside the body. It is curious that such a vivid saying should come from such a discreet, almost shy tree. But perhaps that is its secret. The jujube promises nothing, and therefore surprises. With the rise of modern agriculture, the jujube lost ground. New crops, more productive and easier to market, pushed it to the margins. It was not profitable enough, not modern enough. Slowly, it disappeared from fields and markets. Yet it never vanished completely. It survives in old gardens, rural courtyards, and villages where botanical memory is still alive. It survives in proverbs, local traditions, and in artisanal liqueurs still made today in parts of Veneto and Emilia. To tell the story of the jujube is to tell a different way of looking at plants, one in which each species carries cultural, symbolic, and emotional value. The jujube was not just a fruit tree. It was a presence, a silent companion of the seasons, a sign of continuity. Its story reminds us that botany is not only about classifications and technical traits, but also about relationships, uses, and memories. Every plant carries a fragment of humanity, and the jujube carries our ability to find sweetness even in the simplest moments. And so, as we rediscover this forgotten tree, we may allow ourselves a smile, because perhaps, without even realizing it, we too are going a little into juju broth.